This segment is brought to you by Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And we love to bring to you wonderful events that happen in our area, especially those that are so very important to our culture. As we welcome in Chief Laura Ann Chesson, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Of course, Principal Chief of United Houma Nation. Sitting next to her, Jared Crosby. Jared is United Houma Nation Chairman of the Powwow Committee. So welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we appreciate that. Let's talk a little bit about this autism awareness that we're doing. It's the 13th annual. We've been doing this for 13 years.
Yes, this is the 13th year that we have our powwow,
right?
The vocation rehabilitation. Every year we have a different theme, and so this year is autism.
Okay, very good. So y'all do lots of different options each year, and this year is about autism awareness for that. And so thank you, Jay. We appreciate that. And again, it's the 13th annual celebration for the Abilities and Disabilities Awareness Powwow. This one is highlighting autism awareness. It's going to take place at the Barry P. Von Valance Civic Center, 346 Civic Center Boulevard in Houma on June 28th and June 29th. And it's a free celebration, right?
Correct. It's free. And it's to be able to bring awareness and also to share our culture.
Right.
The Houma, our United Houma Nation is, Houma is named after our people.
Right.
And so we also would like to celebrate our culture. And also we have other tribes from all over the United States that will be here.
Oh, wow.
And so we want to welcome them and we would invite the people of Houma to be able to welcome them as well.
Right. Yeah. And so quite frankly, Houma wouldn't be here without the tribe.
Correct.
Right. And so we're so very thankful for the heritage and the culture and how we celebrate that. And so, Jared, tell us a little bit about what we can expect over these 2 days.
Yeah, so the powwow is going to be Saturday, Sunday, June 28th and 29th. The doors are open at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll start with gourd dancing, which is more of a veterans honoring dance at 11 o'clock. And then we'll have our grand entry at 1 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. And that's when we'll bring all of our dancers and our flags and our Eagle staff into the arena. And so it's kind of the big opening ceremony of the dance.
Right.
And then we'll have competition dancing in the afternoons from 1 to 4.
Okay.
And then we'll have a break from 4 to 6. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll have another session of gourd dancing on Saturday. And then at 7 o'clock, we'll have a second grand entry where we're bringing all our dancers again. And then we'll close out at 10 o'clock at night on Saturday.
Wow. Very cool. Very involved.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, and again, people here can really start to experience what the United Houma Nation is about, but also all these other cultures and all these other tribes that are invited. Do we know where people are coming from? Do we know where different areas?
Yeah, so they're coming in from all across the United States. We have people coming in from Arizona, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Alabama, all across the country, many different tribes, tribal backgrounds, coming to demonstrate their style of dance and their traditions that they bring from their communities.
Okay, wow. And so, and it's on the 28th and the 29th, right? It's both days.
Yep. On Saturday, we'll go from 10 in the morning to 10 at night. And then on Sunday, we'll go doors open at 10 and we'll close it out around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay, so what happens on Sunday?
So Sunday, we have another grand entry at 1 o'clock and we'll have our finals of our dance competitions on Sunday. And then at around 3 o'clock, we'll start announcing the winners of our dance competitions.
Okay. And these are what types of dance is this?
So they're traditional Native American style dancing.
Okay.
And so there's multiple different categories, and then also age groups. So we have Golden Age, which are our elders.
Our seniors.
Yep. And then we have our adult competition, and then we also have teens and juniors competition. So they're all broken down, and then each of the different dance styles has its own unique category to dance in.
Okay. Wow. Very cool. Well, this is a really, really unique idea. What was the origination of this 13 years ago? What was the whole idea of wanting to do this?
Well, actually, our powwows originally probably started back in, I want to say either the late 70s or early 80s.
Oh, wow.
Actually.
Okay.
Yes. And
so we've had them. We just didn't have them with this large scale.
Right. This vocational rehabilitation.
Right.
That's 13 years of that.
Okay.
Yes.
13 years of vocational rehabilitation.
Yes.
Right. Very
yes.
cool.
And so we're also going to have the chief special as well.
Okay.
And it's going to be a specific competition for the fancy dancers.
Oh my, the
Yes.
fancy
The
dancers.
fancy the
All right.
female fancy dancers.
Okay,
yes.
very good. I like that. Well, for those of us that have lived here our whole lives,
Mm-hmm.
we know a lot about the culture,
Mm-hmm.
and we've embraced that. We read about it, learn about it, but this is a way for people who may not understand or know the culture, or know a lot about this dance, and
Mm-hmm.
it's beautiful to see. And so this is something that I'm sure is very special to you. You talked about how it's kind of passed on to the generations.
Correct. And so, I used to be a Southern style dancer, a Southern cloth dancer.
Okay.
I don't dance since my mom's passed on.
Okay.
But I still, still embrace it and
Okay.
try to do everything I can.
Yeah, very
to
good.
do- yeah.
And we
also-
got lots of help with the next generation.
Yes.
So Jared's doing this, right?
Yes, I'm very proud of Jared. I think it's important that we actually hand these things off to the next generation.
Sure.
Because if they don't take over, then who's going to take
That's
over?
right. That's
And
right.
so when Jared showed that interest, I'm saying, please
Come
take
on,
over.
keep it alive. All right, Jay, put that flyer up one more time. I want people to know what they can expect and what we want them to be able to come out to do. The United Houma Nation 13th Annual Celebration of Abilities and Disabilities Awareness Powwow. It'll take place at the Barry P. Bonvillain Civic Center on June 28th and 29th. Jared was so kind in going over all the things. In this particular year, the focus is on autism awareness, as they like to highlight other options each year. And so very excited. Lots of great schedule, lots of great dancing, and y'all can come out and enjoy it. And it's free for everyone. So
Right.
which we appreciate. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We appreciate you being on the air today.
I would like to also invite the parish president and all
Okay,
the
Jason
parish
Mesron?
council. Yes.
Okay, very
as well,
good.
And the judges.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. So that's a shout out to you, Jason. They want you to come. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on Bayou Time.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne Ford. Built Ford Tough.